Okay, so I'm at Nicole's house, and I said earlier that we were gonna film at her house. We were just going over some things of ideas. I said earlier in my video that I didn't feel that Nicole was completely on board, that I had to maybe convince her. She was 75% into it, 25% out, but now we're just going over we're going to start doing the pros and cons of what we're going to get from it, so I can convince her that it might be a good thing. I feel like long term it could turn into something really amazing for women, for empowering people, for a lot of things, but it's going to start off a little bit rough because we don't know what we're doing and we're going into it blindly. But I feel good about it. I feel happy about it. I haven't been happy in a really long time, and I know it can work if we're dedicated to it. So we're just going to sit and go over how it could fail, what our expectations are for each other, and what we expect from the outcome. So we're going to go over the pros and cons, okay? Nicole, I know you're Mrs. Doubtfire, so why don't you go over some of the things that scare you? Besides seeing people that you know on the street.
I guess failure, failure.
Right.
Maybe just getting enough money to, of course we have to pay our bills, eat and take care of life. And then what if, that's about all we make? And then maybe, I want to do something with these people's money, not just pay my bills, right?
Right.
I want to build it. I want it to grow instead of just taking their money and buying Ziggy's dog food.
Right. Right. Well, obviously quitting our jobs, and I asked Nicole to give me at least 30 days because I believe in 30 days I can show her that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and we just got to keep trucking towards it. But obviously we do have to pay our bills, so daily money that we take in will have to be, we're standing on the street, we're holding up signs, we're out in the hot sun, we're doing the footwork for it to make it become something better, but obviously we have to take a little bit from it to keep surviving, because for 30 days it's our job. That's our job. So there is a goal standing out there with money, and with a bucket and asking people for money, plus maybe a GoFundMe page, or we haven't found what outlet we're going to use for collecting money, but obviously taking some money out of the pot for day-to-day living I feel is not out of the question. It obviously has to be done.
Right.
That is our job. So, but an understanding that we both agree on the same amount, and it's not, hey, we were making all this money and now we're going to go to this street tomorrow and we're going to make all this money. It's that we're taking what we need and we'll decide on an amount that we both are comfortable with. It's not, that's not being greedy, and it's not taking your money to just benefit us. That's not what I want anybody to think that we're going to be doing. But I don't look at it as failure, because I don't think that we'll fail. We both have similar personalities. We're both very driven. We're both very hardworking. I think that that's what we're drawn to. That's how we met, is working hard and just being like-minded in the industry that we're in. It's tired of being let down by some of the mechanics of food and beverage, but we want to make a difference, and we want to, I don't know, have a common goal. We obviously want our own businesses, but we wanna empower other people, especially women in this industry, so. Okay, obviously failure, that's one of your cons, but I just don't look at that, cause I think if that's in my head even the least bit, that I'll doubt myself, and I can't doubt myself because I feel very strongly about this. I went to work today and I networked a little bit with some customers, getting business cards and email addresses that I think would love to watch our channel and support us, you know, and they know enough people, these are, you know, business people, they know enough people that, hey, these girls are doing this, you know, and it is networking, it is, that's all it is, you know, and I just think that it has the potential to be something amazing, but, so failure, daily money, what else?
And I discussed this with you, but the unknown, of really going into it, of the, you know, the business end of it all, but I know, you know, I know you do the books, I know your part in the restaurant, I know, you know.
You mean like?
Financial, so like, so if, you know, so when if we do get this small business loan, you know, what that entails and the things, you know, and you know a lot more people
Yeah.
that have ran restaurants, and you have done the books and you've done everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I have not, you know what I mean? I know everything that goes on inside a working restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
but not the behind the scenes, like
Right.
bookwork and things like that. But you do, and I trust you. Like I was telling Ryan, like I trust you 100%.
I don't, as far as, you know, I look at the big picture, you know, people, you know, donating money or offering us money. I look at that not as a loan, but as a support. And I said in my video this morning, I said, I can't go back and financially pay back every single person that makes a donation, but what I can do is I can pay it forward and I can succeed.
Yeah.
That's my payback, because I feel like when you're contributing to the idea of what we're doing, that's what you expect. Okay, I'm giving you this money, make it work.
Yeah.
I want to see you succeed. So my biggest payback, your biggest payback, is that you make it successful and give back. You know, I mean, so the unknown, like getting a loan, it's not a business loan per se. It's a hand up. It's like, okay, here, I don't know you, or I do know you, and I believe in you. I believe you can do this. You know, but for 30 days, the footwork is going to be the key. It's who we talk to. It's who we connect with. You know, it's, you know, maybe I send a video to a radio station, or, you know, maybe we send it to Ellen or whatever. I don't know. I don't know that part of it yet. But I know the first step is to creating this channel and letting people see what we're doing. Like, you can go to work tomorrow and say, listen, you know, as soon as I get these videos uploaded and I have that channel, people are going to know that, people already know that I put in my 2 weeks.
Right.
So this is what I'm doing. I'm not, you know, I'm not going anywhere. Everybody today was like, well, where are you going? Where are you going? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. I'd tell you if I knew, but I'm on a mission and I'm on a journey for 30 days. I'm gonna find myself, because we'll find ourselves in this, you know?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a huge soul searching,
Yeah.
you know? And it's gonna be, there's gonna be pitfalls, there's gonna be people that doubt us, especially you put up a YouTube channel, you're open to comments, you're open
Yeah.
to negativity, and we just gotta stay focused and just realize that we both know that there's something better, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just, it's finding it. And I believe in you and you believe in me. I don't think that it's gonna be bad. So, but once I get it up and you can tell your customers, you know, check out this channel, you know, this is what I'm gonna do and I'd love your support, you know? I haven't looked into if the YouTube channel can be connected to, a donation page, but certainly if we'll talk about this like off the video, but there's a lot of different donation platforms.
Right.
I just don't know which one.
I was looking
To
at that
use.
earlier. I was looking at different like fundraisers. Okay, you know what I mean. So of course we'll be out there talking to people out on the streets, but there's also, you know, we can send videos to different shows. There's also fundraisers, different fundraisers that we can do and get real creative with that. Which, you know, like I said, I just was kind of poking around today at when Ryan was doing the tattoo. But I mean,
Yeah, there's so many platforms to generate
yeah,
donation money.
GoFundMe.
There's so many, it's a little bit overwhelming.
Right.
And if you just look at percentages that they keep or percentage of donation, I just don't know which one is gonna reach people, which one people are gonna know about the strongest or believe or
Right.
trusted or whatever.
Right.
GoFundMe is the only one that I had heard of
Yeah.
until I did the research,
Yeah.
and there's so many,
Yeah.
you know? But because GoFundMe is the only one I've heard of, I'm like, that has to be the most popular, but it might be the one that takes the most percentage,
Right.
you know? So, but I was telling you earlier, I don't know the tax, situation, like how you pay taxes on your donation. I don't know if, GoFundMe takes care of that, and that's why they take the percentage. I'll have to do a little bit more research on that, but I'm also gonna talk to an accountant to figure out what direction to go in as far as, you know, taking, you know, money out, you know, how it's taxed by the government or whatever, but I don't know those logistics of that, so. Anyway, I think the pros are, it's very feasible that we could reach our dream and have a business. So I'm gonna write that down. Also, I think if it takes on that, vision that I saw, you know, in the beginning, that it could turn into an organization that helps, that it could be built up enough that it helps other women, I think that's a huge pro. You know, for every person that told me they believed in me, I just didn't have anybody to help me, you know? And I'm sure that there's tons of women out there that are the same way, that just need a little bit of help, you know? It's not necessarily a restaurant, it could be a salon, or it could be a nail place, or I mean, whatever. I just want to, just something
Yeah.
simple. It doesn't have to be something with huge overheads.
But us being in the restaurant, I mean, that's all I know is
Right.
the restaurant industry.
Right.
I've been doing it since I was 16 years old. That's literally like really all I know and I'm good at.
Right.
So are you.
Right, right.
So.
And it's, you know, it makes me happy until it doesn't, and I felt like lately it hasn't, and so I wanted to find a way to do something on my own.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why this whole plan was conceived, because I know I'm good at what I do, you know you're good at what you do, why can't we do something on our own? Well, we don't have the money. Well, we're just asking the community or the state or whatever to help us, you know? Let's get this started, and I 100%, if anybody that doesn't know me that's watching this, I'm that person. I will give back. I don't even feel comfortable taking but I don't know another outlet. I can't go get a business loan, you know, I don't have the assets behind me to support that. I don't have that, so, you know, asking people for money is,
Hard.
it's hard, it's humbling.
I think
It's-
that's hard.
you know,
I think
it's
that's
very-
the hardest part of.
It is.
Is, I mean, I expect tips, obviously, as a waitress, but like to have to ask for a donation is like, kind of hurts my ego. I don't like that. But.
I don't either, but I feel like, you know, when I drive down the street and I see somebody homeless or,
Yeah,
you know, somebody on the street, I give them money,
yeah,
you know?
but not out of, and it's out of, I think it's out of, like, I feel blessed, like, I feel like I've been blessed, so like, you know what I mean, and maybe, them, it's
That
like you
they're
said, paying it
unfortunate,
forward,
right,
yeah, just
right.
paying it forward or whatever, and, you know what I mean, because they get, who knows what they deal with on a day-to-day basis,
And I've told you too, I mean, I think seeing us on the street asking for money, and we're certainly gonna put, you know, our YouTube channel so they can know us, so they know who we are. We're not just
Yeah.
some Joe Schmo off the street if they don't know us. But if there were two girls on the street holding up a sign that said that were dressed nice and, you know, smiling or whatever, that were saying they were trying to start a business, I'd give them money. You know, I'd be like, good for you guys, that's freaking awesome, you know?
Yeah.
So if one out of every 10 cars feels the same way we do, I mean, it's not gonna take long to reach that goal, you know? And we're not asking for $1 million. You know, if it takes on that life, we'll certainly give it back. If it's to an organization that we agree on or that we support or a charity or whatever, you know, okay, whoa, too much, you know? I just need to start this business.
Yeah.
Or if it is enough to start an organization, I'll talk to somebody. How do we do that? I don't know how to do that, you know? But it is hard to ask people for money, but I feel energized about it, you know? I feel I'm praying now and I don't pray, you know?
Yeah, I was talking to Ryan about that.
I don't, I
Awesome.
don't, and I feel uncomfortable praying, you know?
Yeah.
Because I feel like every time that I have, it's been because I needed something,
Yeah.
you know? And right now, I mean, yes, I'm starting this adventure, this journey, but, you know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I started praying. I started trying to find a connection with God. And I feel like His hand is in it,
Yeah.
you know? I feel like He put the idea in my head and He's guiding me, you know? Like, enough, you have to, and I mean, if you put, you know, money in my bank account tomorrow, I'd be okay with it, but it's not, so.
Well, it's the big picture. It's Him, you know what I mean? It's Him speaking through you for a greater picture, to help other
Maybe,
women,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Like when I went through the harvest and women who, have, went through some things and have a background and have a tough time getting jobs and like they went through a bad part of their life and now they're doing good and they can't, because people on paper it looks bad, but you
Sure.
get to know somebody like that and, and you give them a second chance to raise their, when they're constantly getting like bashed and, judged for their background,
It's hard to
it
stand up.
keeps them, keeps them down and it's kind of sucks.
But even working with maybe that's our connection,
Yeah.
is raising money. You already know about this. How about, give them a hand up,
Yeah.
Work with Harvest House to get these girls, okay, we believe in you. You've knocked yourself down enough. You're trying to get back up, and
Yeah.
and you read people very well. I'm not that great at reading people, but I think when people are legit and honest, and
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh yeah, you're fine, come on in, and you're just like, oh, well, I don't, you're more hesitant about people that have been down and out,
Yeah.
just because you've been there, you
Yeah.
understand it, and haven't, so it's like, I trust everybody,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, you gave
And I
me
don't
the,
want- I
you
don't
gave
wanna
me
do
the
that.
chance, you know what I mean? I told you my situation, and I was in the freedom treatment program, and you gave me a chance, and I think look at where I'm at now. Like, I went from there to, like, not having my own house and renting, but it's like, my dreams
Yes.
are, you know what I mean? And I've made good money, because I'm good at what I do, but it would be nice, it just would be nice to have a different, situation than what we're in now, basically.
I agree. I don't know if I needed this board to do all that. But,
You can use it for one of our sessions.
I have like 10 in the car.
You?
Yeah. So, this is, do you feel better? I mean, do you feel,
After talking with you, yeah, like the more, you know, and that's the thing is like, I can't put my all into something that, okay, so this is what we're gonna do, you know, I need to know, I'm one of those people, like, I have to know the situation.
Structure.
Well, I just have to know, I wanna be confident. It would be like going into a job and being like, hey, I'm here, let me, you know, be confident in what I'm doing when I haven't even been trained. Or
Right.
I don't even know, like, what my table
Like,
is.
go wait
for
on that
food.
table.
Yeah,
I
like,
just
I
got
don't even
here.
know the menu, you know
Right.
what I mean? So, like, that's why we needed to do this and to say, I mean, we talked about it, we haven't sat down and talked about it. You know what I mean? And then, of course, I have these other, you know, backup plans, which, you know, and it's so funny because I'm watching this show now, and it's like showing all these people and like the day-to-day routine and the mundane, like, business suits, and they're just whatever, and it's like, and then there's this one girl who she like thinks outside the box, you know, and I think you know, I think that's what it takes is like just, you know, not following the crowd and doing this because, you know, it's living in fear, and it's like the American, you know what I mean, but why not think bigger, you know, and it is taking a risk, and it is being uncomfortable, and it is like
it's the bottom of the barrel. It's
Yeah.
essentially begging for money.
And I don't want people to correlate me as homeless because, like, I worked really damn hard to not be.
And 100%, I have already got a sign that the very first thing on the sign is I'm not homeless.
And I'm not a hooker. I'm not a prostitute.
Yeah,
I'm not giving you a sexual favor,
I'm not
sorry.
homeless. But, you know, I'm trying to start a business.
Yeah.
You know, any donation helps. And I don't know, for me to get goosebumps over something or just get so excited. Like, I went into work today and I just smiled all day. Like, the girls were so annoyed. And it's like, when did I lose my smile? You know, when did that happen?
Yeah.
You know? Because it's just, hey, why aren't you happy? Why aren't you happy? Just, well, I am, but you're not. You know? Like, I am happy.
But I've
you're
seen
not,
it too.
not,
Yeah.
you know?
It's gotten so heavy there, and it's gotten so much drama, and it's gotten to be like a diabolical like environment, and I think you know, and if it took something like that to inspire you to do something like this and not completely like have your workplace be a supportive, uplifting, like
Positive,
like, and
Right.
you know me, like, I don't do like gossip or drama or any, you know what I mean? I just don't, like, keep it peaceful. Let's, you know, customers pick up on that. They pick up on, you know, the energy of what's going on, and that's why, I don't know, and I think, you know, they like when a couple of us work together because we have fun, like, we make it fun, and it's like a second home,
right?
you know, and so, and the girls, you know, we have a good team, but it's just.
Yeah. So to sacrifice all that, to just say, I'm just gonna throw in the towel on this job that I do make good money at, that you make good money at, and not know where it's going, I just want you to understand that it's more, not more important or whatever, but it's more of a sacrifice that I'm having to make, and for me to not believe in it, I mean, I have to,
Yeah.
you know, because I just gave up my job. So, it's gonna work, you're gonna see. Because if it even looks like in the first 3 days that it's going nowhere, I promise you, I'm gonna be that much more intensified to making it work, you know? I mean, we don't know where to start, you know?
Yeah.
We know we're gonna have a sign, we know we're gonna get on the street. We don't know where it's gonna go from there,
Yeah.
you know? It could be the wrong street, try a different street.
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't working, what do we gotta do?
Yeah.
Okay? I don't know, but I know that we'll figure it out.
And I do know, like, okay, so the end game of having a restaurant, and okay, you know, you have your, and no offense to people that work at Hooters or Wing House, but you have your, you know, places where they're all out, you know what I mean? And this could be like a restaurant for like women, like, you know, I tell you about, you know, it could be like a 50s like style, like diner, you know.
Like when Chris and I were talking, I already had the outfits picked out, like the cute
Yeah.
little diner
Yes.
dresses.
Yeah,
You know,
that- and
like
that's-
adorable.
Yeah.
Like adorable, like
Yeah.
retro kind of.
Exactly, and that's so funny because I didn't talk to you about that, but that's what I
Mhm.
picture too. Like if I envision a restaurant, like, you know what I mean? Keep it simple. People like simple. People like,
Yeah,
you know.
I have it saved on my phone, but I mean, every day, you know, have a pep talk, like do something fun. You know,
Yeah.
have a contest every day.
Yeah.
I love working at Applebee's and having contests,
Yeah.
you know? Cause I get out there and freaking win. So, I'll be like, listen, it's
Yeah.
on my tables. It's down to 2 people. And
Yeah.
buy this, please. So, I don't know, I just, you know, I miss those days of food and beverage being fun and coming in and, yeah, you're not micromanaged, you're just come in and do your job. And if you wanna laugh and goof off and throw pies at each other at the end of the day, whatever,
Yeah.
you know? But your workplace should be something that you enjoy coming to, especially when you dedicate so much time to it. It is your family, you see the people that you work with and or your customers more than you see
Yeah.
your family.
Yeah.
So you have to make it something you love. You have to make it something that you want to go to. So,
And then I can do my jewelry, and we can do art, and we can have like different art, you know,
absolutely.
whatever.
Absolutely.
Have a little different little niches.
And an ice cream machine, so Ken will come and he'll shut up.
Me too. Oh, I saw it's gotta be soft serve. Soft
Totally
serve.
soft serve.
Oh my gosh, I'll buy it. It'll be there.
I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, little ice cream cones like for the kids or whatever.
Yeah, I'd love to have like a little kid trunk, like a trunk that has a bunch of stuff, like dress up stuff. And like when kids come in, you know, they can go to the trunk and there's like little toys and stuff they can put
Yeah.
on and, you know, like,
They're totally gonna steal it all.
whoa, get more,
Yeah.
you know? But kids, you know,
They're gonna take it. Like, how do you ask for that back?
like, it's so hard to go to eat with your kids and hear like, come on, Bon, have fun.
Yeah.
They, you know, let them go have their own
Play.
little corner and.
Like an art, well, I mean, that's what they have, like little arcades at places like Depot Brady's and things like that.
Yeah.
Right? And kids like are attached to their tablets, and it's a double-edged sword because you want them to engage, but it's like at the same time you want them to like sit
Yeah, be
still
quiet.
too. So, like,
Yeah, I know, that would be awesome. So, alright, well, I'm gonna turn the video off because I don't want it to go too long, but, I think that whoever's gonna watch it got the message on. And I hope that you did, so. Alright, so I'm gonna turn this off, then I wanna talk to you a little bit.